we have another initiative, program style deal coming out of Autodesk. Who knows if it's going to last the journey or if it'll be another flash in the pan, vanishing off into the twisting nether like a lot of their programs do. But I thought I'll give you guys the heads up on this because it will affect a few of you lot out there, I would imagine. I'll get to that in a second. But kudos to Autodesk for clinching the services of Michael Stevens off of Vsauce for their advertising campaign. It's not really, it just kind of looks like him. But anyway, coming to a hooky copy of AutoCAD near you very soon is this new bit of kit that Autodesk are bundling in with bits and pieces. I'll talk about that in a second. It's going to be a quick video. It's the Autodesk, or the Genuine Autodesk Service it's called. So the idea of this is it's to tackle the problem of counterfeit / pirated software that Autodesk have a bit of a beef with. So there's no getting away from it, right? I know that quite a few people who subscribe to my channel will use dodgy downloaded licenses that you haven't paid for. Obviously, I know this, right? I'm not bothered. I'm not judging. It doesn't bother me or affect me in any way, shape or form. In fact, just as a disclaimer, and I guess just so you know that I'm not judging, we've all done it in the past, right? Someone will be, I haven't. Well, I have in the past, right? Not for Autodesk stuff, but for whatever reason, most of us have downloaded dodgy software, whether it be to try and learn something new because you want to try and get a job with it and you need to learn it before you can apply for a job with it, but you can't justify or afford buying it at that point in your life, but you will later on. Or you just want to tinker with something in the house because it's cool as shit. You just want to play with it. You're not going to make any money on it, so you think, well, do I need to buy it? You know, they're not losing money because I wasn't going to buy it anyway, so I'm just playing with it, you know. So for whatever reason, most of us have done it. But with Autodesk, it's not really different, but Autodesk software tends to be exclusively for making money. Unless you're doing the plans for your garage extension, their software tends to be used commercially for big projects, and it makes the user a lot of money. And Autodesk software is pirated on a large scale. I've got a problem with that in that I think Autodesk should put more effort into their activation algorithms. The fact that hackers can crack their entire activation algorithms before the product's even launched is a problem. So they've got bigger problems than this, but this is one of their ways that they're trying to just address the issue, not with an iron fist. It's more of just a notification to not be overly aggressive with it. So it's the Genuine Autodesk Service. The way this is going to work, from the sketchy bits of information that we've got so far, is Autodesk are going to bundle in this Genuine Autodesk Service, which is going to be a little bit of software. How big, how intrusive, I don't know. But it's going to be a bit of software. It's going to be bundled into their service packs and hotfixes that are downloaded from the Autodesk Knowledge Network. And then I imagine in the future it'll be baked into their whole programs. What it's going to do then is it's going to scan the software serial number that's been used to install that version of the Autodesk program, and it'll cross-reference the serial number that you've used against a list of serial numbers on a database that Autodesk know have been compromised. If it scans your serial number and it detects that the serial number you've used has been compromised, it's going to flash up this notification here, which is it's pretty lame, but I don't think they want to be too aggressive with it. It's just a message to say, oi, the AutoCAD software that you're using is not genuine, or what do you want to do? We're here to help. / we're here to try and make you put your hand in your pocket and cough up, son. That's what they're trying to do. So there's going to be a button, help me fix this and remind me later. It's pretty obvious what the majority of people are going to click, but at least they've done something. They're letting that person know that we know you've got a dodgy bit of software. How intrusive, obnoxious, and frequent this notification pops up, I have no idea. And I would imagine, just be aware, just be warned, this will falsely flag genuine customers who have paid and have real genuine serial numbers. Users who maybe they install AutoCAD, they wipe their laptops and rebuild their laptops on a regular basis, for example, or they like to buy new hardware every 6 months, perhaps. I don't know, but it will falsely flag genuine customers. So I'm hoping it's not going to just, you know, be an absolute menace. There is an argument for why don't they just, you know, if we know you're using a compromised serial number, why don't you just stop the software instead of letting them carry on using it illegally? Well, that's one of the reasons why it will falsely flag genuine customers. And if a genuine customer has their software terminated because Autodesk have falsely accused them of being software pirates, that's bad PR on a level that they'll be difficult to come back from. So this is being marketed in a way of Autodesk coming across like, look, we've categorized the pirates. Don't like using that term pirates, but that's kind of what we're dealing with here. That is the term. Into 3 categories. You've got the first category, which is the hardcore pirates that don't value IP. They don't want to pay for the software. They've got no intention of paying for the software, and they'll continue to pirate the software as long as they can get away with it for. You've got the middle ground, who are people that kind of know they're pirating the software, but they're kind of on the fence. I'm not sure. You know, maybe I will buy it later on, and then maybe need a nudge. And then you've got the third category of people who genuinely think they're using real software. They maybe have been sold a license through illegitimate means by somebody who's dodgy, but what they've been sold isn't real, and it is actually a pirated license. There's nothing stopping someone downloading a copy of AutoCAD off the torrents, getting the cracked serial number, and then selling it onto a business for full price, and that business is now using a dodgy serial number. So this is a way of notifying those people, like, oh, you've been done, you know. So it's an effort to get more money, obviously, but at the same time it's an effort to do something to try and begin tackling piracy. So that's pretty much all there is to it. On the website that they've got, this is a public website, it's autodesk.com/genuine/overview. It's just a very brief overview of what the program's all about. The Genuine Autodesk Service. There's some links here to software asset management to help people track their licenses. This I don't like personally, because I don't think companies using more licenses than what they've genuinely bought should be put into the same league as people who are downloading licenses off of torrents. For example, one of the companies that I'm at, we have 150 licenses of Inventor and Product Design Collection. It's extraordinarily difficult to track who's got what. People come and go on a regular basis. The CAD managers aren't told when staff come and go necessarily. So saying to me, you're using 151 licenses and you only bought 150. You know, you're in the same category as what we're talking about here. I don't agree with that at all. And I do believe Autodesk should be providing not even more, just some kind of software asset management with their software, given that they have an entire ecosystem of licenses, and they will crack down on companies who are using more than what they've bought. I think Autodesk do have a bit of a responsibility there to put something like this into the software, but alas, they don't. Yeah, and there's a couple of links in here just to report people that you know have been selling pirated software. There's a couple of links in here for how to better do your own asset management. Yeah, all right, whatever. So yeah, that's it for this one. The program's going to start just in the US on day 1 and in AutoCAD downloads. That's it. So it's a staged approach, and in the future it'll probably go out worldwide and to all of their products. Beyond that, I don't know any more information. All I know is that it's AutoCAD only, it's US only on day 1. This service, how easy it's going to be to crack this service, I imagine very. If a hacker can disable their entire 20 years worth of, you know, they've had 20 years to get this activation algorithm, activation codes and license files perfected, and a hacker can just bypass it in less than a day. I don't think it's going to be difficult for them to bypass this and just disable the service. I don't think the service is going to be all that well received by genuine customers. If it has a performance overhead, that's not going to go down well. So I really hope they do this silently and non-intrusively, and it doesn't affect genuine customers. But that's something that's just been announced, and if you are one of the people that are using a dodgy copy of AutoCAD in the US, then expect to see this turn up anytime soon. Or, I mean, I don't know. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't know anything more than that's just speculation. But I just thought I'd let you know that's coming soon. So I'll see you there. So,